Yeah, Mike, was this cracked when you were here before?
Mm-mm.
No.
No.
Cracked, and just be really careful navigating around it. So guys, I'll just share a little bit about what's going on here with this crack. Up until a few weeks ago, this didn't exist. This was a real hairline crack like the ones that are further past it. We are actually on a part of Crater Rim Drive. This part of the road has been closed to vehicular traffic since 2008, but pedestrians and cyclists would normally be able to take this road all the way out and get views of the Halima'omao from the other side, and also Ke'anakakoi. This fracturing is caused by the seismic activity that's been happening, and what's happening is the asphalt, the substrate beneath it is moving out. So with the subsidence that's happening at the summit and the earthquakes, the ground beneath it falls away in response to the earthquakes and the subsidence at the summit. And so you'll see this throughout the park right now, but this is one of the ones that has grown really quickly over the last several weeks. And as a reminder, up until 2 weeks ago, we were experiencing 18,000 earthquakes a month, which is completely unprecedented in the history of Hawaii Volcanoes National Park. As is the closure. Tomorrow will mark 100 days that the park's been closed because of the increased and hazardous volcanic activity. There's a lot of new rock falls here on the left-hand side. This used to be a very prized place for Native Hawaiians to gather basalt to make their tools, stone tools. But lots and lots of rockfall here. Collapse, part of it. I think we should call it just crater.
Crater
In the crater drive down. The crater, in many places, is now more than 1,500 feet deep. And if you think about that in terms of the elevation of this island, that's like going from Mountain View, where I live, at 1,500 feet to Hilo. And that's the difference now in our crater. Not to mention it's quadrupled its size.
It looks a little bit, I think the park has a photo back around, it's like mid-May.
Mid-May, yeah.
And yeah, this is so dynamic.
No one's ready to say that it's over, but we are mobilizing a team of experts and having them come in to do full, thorough assessments of park damage, like road damage, Thurston lava tube, water lines, historical structures, buildings, etc. Yeah. And then we'll be able to move forward with what do we repair, what's a priority, how do we fund it, and what do we open. Prior to all that happening, park management is looking actively on what parts can we open as soon as we can. And so we're also focusing our energy in that way. You know, are there parts of the park that can be open before all these assessments are done? Where are they? What does that look like? I think we have a better idea of what won't open, and that's going to be Jagger. And that's going to be the Thurston lava tube until those full assessments can be done.
When will that team be here?
I believe they're mobilizing now. They have to have a place where people can park, where a large amount of people can park, because we are used to 5,000, 6,000 visitors a day during the busy season. So we have to accommodate the vehicles and put them on a schedule. So some of the ideas that have come up, and not to say that this will happen, but it's a possibility, is Devastation Trail, and then maybe people can walk out this way to see the crater from this angle and see Ke'anakakoi. Other ideas included Chain of Craters Road and a more coastal experience, and some of the sites in Chain of Craters Road. But again, those have to be looked at to some degree before we can make decisions on those. And there's no date yet to any of that. It's all being talked about and worked on now.
So it'll be done in phases, opening?
Definitely phases, yeah. Definitely, as this happens, it will be done in phases. Yeah, small steps.
What about the volcano house? How is it holding up then?
Structural and engineers and historic architect need to look at that building because of its significance, but to the naked eye, the unprofessional observer, there doesn't seem to be a lot of damage, at least to the exterior. So that's good. walls there, and look how much it's just gouged out.
The volcano house.
The larger caldera. I mean, it is just outstanding, really. The amount of changes are staggering here. These deep fault cracks, I mean, those are, in the last 2 weeks, have gotten a lot more dramatic and a lot deeper as well. And you can certainly see all of the rock fall along the crater edges. That beautiful yellow sulfur deposit from an earlier eruption, used to be able to see maybe 50 feet or so of it. That has dropped at least 300 feet or so in the last few weeks. So that's a pretty dramatic change too for anybody who's used to standing here near Keonekakoi and looking at the crater this way. There's part that we can't go past because of how crazy it is out there right now, but let's go ahead.
Okay.
So even the last time since we were here in June with the media, that rock wall has continued to degrade, and over there too. I can't take you over there, but we have
Yeah,
photos
look
of
how
it.
deep it is, but no. Dang, it's like,
Yeah. Yeah, you can't see the bottom.
Way down over there.
wow, it's crazy.
And then
It's
just
like the whole,
even the depth towards to the southwest too has changed quite a
pretty
bit.
crazy. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. Yeah, I feel empty.
To me, it just feels
Thank you. And you can see the Kauai-Kea, the white-tailed traffic birds. They nest in craters. Just incredible that they're still here. There's been so much activity at Halima'uma'o since May that, you know, one would think that they would all desert and go find a new home, but there's many that are left. Probably 10 years, probably 2008 time, yeah. That's right after that first explosion that opened up the eruption at Halima'uma'o. So were you guys expecting this?
Not to this extent.
I think the
gotta
beauty of it is actually
Yeah.
what's really taking my breath away. It's just
It is beautiful,
I
isn't
didn't
it?
because I
It's
saw
so
the
different.
photos of it
thinking about
from
doing that, but
the
this side is,
geological survey, but seeing it,
you probably know dates.
So the sulfur bank that Jack is putting me on the spot about is, I don't remember what year it's formed, but it is on the USGS website. But it used to be where you could only see the top portion of it, and now with the subsidence, it's sunk down quite a bit, and there's been a lot of rock falls you can see. So it's like sulfur bank part 2. This started off like one little dinner plate sized hole a few weeks ago, and then there was 2 dinner plate sized holes, and now the fracture goes all the way across almost the entire road here at Kilauea Overlook.
Or you just jump in there and then shoot in the hole. You'll see a head sticking out of there.
But now with this sudden subsidence at the summit, that fill has nowhere to go, so it spills away and it leaves these giant gaping cracks and holes in its wake.
Nene behavior, or how many nene, or
So the Nene are really enjoying no people.